Yo, what's going on? Thanks for coming back to the Future Strategy Gaming channel. This is Drew, and today, let's talk about retainers in Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, so what are retainers? Retainers are NPCs specific to your character that you can hire to carry out tasks so that you can continue playing the game. We'll go over what else they can do a little bit later. Let's talk about unlocking them. So they are unlocked after you complete the main story quests, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Now, that's going to happen roughly around level 17, depending on if you're doing anything else. An additional feature to retainers is going to be ventures and classes. That's completed after you do a side quest called an ill-conceived venture. Now, by default, you can hire 2 retainers to yourself. However, for an additional charge through the Mog Station, you can actually get more retainers, up to 7 additional through the Mog Station for $2 each a month. You can also use the companion app to get an extra retainer if you upgrade to premium. Alright, let's talk about hiring and using them. First, you need to go to a retainer vocate in one of the major cities. These folks are usually located by the market boards. When hiring a retainer for the first time, it will allow you to customize their look and attitude. This is all cosmetic and has no impact on their usage. Once you've gone through all the customization and have hired your first retainer, in order to summon them, you need to use a summon bell. Those are going to be located in rooms near market boards or in residential areas to kind of spread out all over the place. From there, you can choose one of the retainers to be prompted, and you will get a new menu of options by talking to this retainer. So assuming you've already completed an ill-conceived venture, these are the options you're going to be seeing. You can see these on screen. You can entrust or withdraw items and or gil. If you want to put items in there, this is your bank, so you might as well utilize that. As far as gil goes, if you are spend thrifty, you can store some on these characters so that way you don't spend that. You can just keep building up a bank. You can also utilize your retainers to sell items from your or the retainer's inventory on the market board, as well as to vendors. You can view their sales history. If they sold something, you can go ahead and take a look at what it is. You can also assign a class. As far as assigning a class goes, this will need to be done before you can send your retainers out on ventures. We'll talk about ventures later, but a quick note about the retainer classes. Retainers can be assigned either battle or gathering jobs. Additionally, you can and should equip your retainer with gear relevant to their assigned job. A quick note, retainers level through ventures but cannot exceed the maximum level of whatever job you assign them based on your job's level. So for example, if you assign your retainer to a battle job like Paladin, they may not level higher than whatever level your Paladin player job is at. So if you have a level 60 Paladin, your retainer can't go higher than level 60. One more quick sidebar, if you assign your retainer to a gathering job, just know that anything that they can receive on ventures is restricted to whether or not you have gathered that particular material yourself. Alright, let's talk tax. One thing to note about selling items on the market board through your retainer, each city will have its own tax rate. You can talk to a retainer vocate to look at the current tax rate. By default, all cities will have a 5% tax, so if you sell an item for 100 gil, you will receive 95 gil for that item. Periodically, however, some cities will have lower tax rate. This is shown by saying reduce next to one of the cities when you ask the vocate. That tax rate is lowered to 3% instead of 5%. While 2% less might not sound like a lot, it'll slowly add up to more gil in your pocket if you utilize this function. Alright, at this point in the video, you're wondering what the hell ventures are and how to use this system. And for that, you got to check out my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit the like or the dislike button down below. Subscribe to the channel to support it for free. Leave me a comment if you have any more questions or you need any more clarity. This is Drew with Team Future Strategy. See you next time. Peace.